everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to talk about all of the fragrances that I wore last week. So, as always, I've got a ton. I'm gonna jump right in. Well, I don't have a ton. I don't have as many as I have been having recently, but I still have quite a few. And I have a new one that I was gonna try to hold off until I made an entire video about the new releases from this house, but I wore one last week and I am so head over heels in love. I can't not talk about it. So just know that a whole video will be coming about this perfume on its own. But anyways, let me jump right in. I'm gonna leave that one for last though. So the first one that I wore is this one here. This is Laura Mercier Almond Coconut. I love this fragrance. There's something about this one that is so amazing. It's a coconut fragrance, and there's nothing like super groundbreaking about it, but it's not a sweet coconut. It's not a gourmand coconut. It's like a clean, classy, refined coconut. Oh, it is so good. It does, the almond in it does smell kind of edible, but it's like a dry, well, it's like an edible almond, but it's not sweet. Oh my gosh, there's just something about this that is so amazing. I got hooked on this because I bought a dupe oil of it, and I'm obsessed with both of them. I wore this over a Bath & Body Works lotion, the coconut cream pie lotion from the newer kind of bakery line that they came out with, which I'll talk about it when I do part 2 to my massive Bath & Body Works haul. But yeah, this is what I wore over it, and it was an amazing combination. So I am obsessed with this perfume. I love it so much. This is Laura Mercier Almond Coconut. Oh, so good. I was kind of on a gourmand, well, you'll see, a gourmand vanilla kick this week. So this is one that this is going to show up. I have a little collective haul video that I'll be filming, and this one is going to show up in that video. This is the Lavanila Vanilla Grapefruit. This is another Mercari find. This is amazing. It smells pretty much like the original Pure Vanilla, which I also wore this week. But this one has a brightness to it. I wouldn't say it is necessarily like a grapefruit. I don't know that I smell grapefruit, but there's this really beautiful, uplifting brightness to this one. I love this. It's so good. This one had been recommended to me a few times when I was, after I had picked up some that had been duds. I had several people tell me to try this one, that it was really good. I'm so glad I took their advice. I found this on Mercari for a really good deal, and I'm so glad to have it because I love it. I love it because it does smell like the original, but with this like citrus twist. It's amazing. So anyway, and these perform amazingly. So let me talk about this one doesn't perform that great. I was hoping that it would be kind of like the Ombre Vanille from this line, which performs like a beast, and this one does not. I can get a few hours out of this if I'm lucky. I kind of have to constantly reapply this, which is fine. I'm so obsessed with how it smells. I don't mind having to reapply all the time. This is just like its original sister. It is a beast of a fragrance. It performs so well on me. And yeah, I don't think I ever had to reapply this. It stays on clothing for hours. It stays on skin for hours. I mean, this is like an 8 to 10 hour wearing kind of fragrance. It's amazing. So anyways, that is a Vanilla Grapefruit from Lavanila. So glad to have that. Next, I wore this one. This is Amber Musk from Aerin. This fragrance even tells you specifically that it's meant for cold weather. I love this one in hot weather though. There's just something about it that is so warm and cozy and just amazing in hot weather. It's got a coconut note in it. It's super warm. It's like a light, warm amber with a very prominent coconut note. Oh, it's so good. I love it. I always crave this one in hot weather too, and I think it's because of that coconut note in it. it's just not one that I think to pull in the winter time or in the colder weather. And yeah, I think it's from the coconut note. You can see I've got a pretty big dent in this. I don't wear it very often because it performs pretty badly, but I've got a pretty big dent in it because I do have to overspray the heck out of this one because it performs so badly. I mean, I can get maybe an hour out of this if I'm lucky. It's really, really bad, but the smell, oh my gosh, the smell is amazing. So anyways, that is Aerin Amber Musk, so good. Next, I wore this one here. So again, you'll see in my Bath & Body Works haul, I layered this over the cinnamon donut lotion, cinnamon swirl donut or something lotion, and which I'm not crazy about that. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna have to test it again. I think I need to test it in cooler weather. There was something a little off-putting about it smelling to me. But then I think as it kind of dried down on my skin, I feel like I started to like it more. I don't know, because I immediately was like, oh, this is one I'm gonna have to pass along. But I think like a little bit later, I was like, I don't know, I'm kind of liking it. But anyways, I layered this over it because I felt that like this would just smell really good over it, and it did. This is Nest Golden Nectar. I love this fragrance. This is another like warm, kind of honeyed, sweet smelling fragrance. This is one that I'm going to plow through. Like, I will probably finish this. I'll maybe get 2 more wears out of this. I can't see exactly how much I've got left because of the label on the bottle. This is only like a 6 ml, let me see, yeah, this is only a 6 ml travel spray, which is literally the smallest travel spray I think I've ever gotten. 6 ml is really, really pathetic. Oh my gosh, but I love how this smells, but this performs like trash in the heat. I got this when it was still a little bit chilly out, and when I tested it in the cold weather, it was fine. It wasn't the best performer in the world, but it was definitely a good like 4 to 6 hours. In the heat, this, forget about it. You're gonna get maybe an hour out of it. It performs so badly in the heat. So I am glad that I only ordered a travel spray of this. I would not invest in a full bottle. I love the way it smells. It smells amazing, but it's just, I think, seriously, I think I'm already, yeah, I'm quite sure I've already used up half of this, and I've probably got 2 more wears in this, and I've only worn it like twice. So admittedly, I am an oversprayer, but I don't know. I feel like that was just, you just don't get a lot for your money with this one. But it smells amazing. It just doesn't perform great. It does perform better in the cold weather than it does in the heat. So anyways, that is Nest Golden Nectar. I love it, but kind of disappointing. Okay, next I wore this one here. This is the Pure Vanilla from Lavanila. This is the original formulation, though I feel like the new formulation is just as good. If it was even, I know that they repackaged it, so I assume that they reformulated as well, but I had a bottle of the newer formulation and I didn't feel like it was, I don't know, I felt like it smelled quite similar. This is just like the vanilla grapefruit, but this doesn't have that bright citrus. It doesn't have the brightness to it, but I love this. This is the coziest, it's like the coziest, most complex, warm, rich vanilla. I love it so much. It doesn't smell like a traditional vanilla though. It doesn't smell like vanilla extract. It doesn't smell like a vanilla candle. It doesn't smell like a gourmand vanilla. It's quite a perfumey, complex vanilla, but I love it. I have loved this fragrance for so many years. I have been through a bottle of this a long time ago, probably 10 years ago. I went through a full bottle. I repurchased the newer formulation, which was perfectly fine, but I just wasn't reaching for it very often because I had worn it so much previously, and then I missed it. I missed it so much, and I'm so glad that I got it back in my life because I adore it. So anyways, that is Pure Vanilla from Lavanila. Such an affordable, beautiful perfume too. Okay, next I wore this one here. This is Vanille Divine des Tropiques from La Maison de la Vanille. these are beautiful vanilla fragrances, but they perform so badly. So badly. Now I will say I did layer this over some lotion. It performed much better being layered over lotion. I think I got a good, I think I got 2 or 3 hours out of it layered over a lotion. Not layered over anything, you can maybe get an hour out of these perfumes. They perform so terribly. But yeah, this was such an easy reach for me. I just threw on any, you could put it over pretty much any lotion. This one it's got some flowers in it, but it really just dries down to be this really beautiful, creamy, sweet vanilla fragrance. And you do kind of get some of the flowers, but it's mostly just a vanilla fragrance. So yeah, I love these. They just don't perform very well. They do perform better layered over some lotion, but I don't know. These are ones that I'm gonna have to really think hard about, because I'm gonna do one more really, really good perfume declutter before I get ready to pack everything up. And yeah, these are definitely, every single one of them is definitely on the chopping block because of the performance. But anyways, that is Vanille Divine des Tropiques from Maison de Lavanile. Next, I wore an oil. This is from Sweet Essentials, which sadly I think has gone out of business. You can't order from their website anymore. Like, you can get to the part where you check out, and then once you start checking out, it says that the store is closed and they're not taking orders anymore. So sadly, I think Sweet Essentials is no more. But yeah, this one is called Confetti Cake. You can find oils like these in other places. I'm gonna try really hard to find another oil company that is similar, that you can get the same kinds of oils from. Now I think it's Sugarworks Beauty Lab. You can find stuff like this on, there's so many oil companies out there that you can find oils like this. So I'll see if I can find something similar and maybe do an order and let you guys know. But anyways, this one is called Confetti Cake, and it literally just smells like cake. It smells like a tub of funfetti frosting or something. Like just super sweet, yummy cake, like cake frosting. This doesn't last that long either. You can get like an hour maybe out of this oil, but it's small enough that you could, if you wanted to, you could just carry it in your bag and reapply. I don't. Usually if I put a fragrance like this on, I'll just wear something else, I'll just keep applying perfumes anytime one wears off, I'll just apply another one. So yeah, but I do love how this smells. It's super yummy, gourmand. It's like if you want to smell super, super youthful and like something to eat, like a walking cake. Yeah, but it just doesn't last very long, but it's a super fun fragrance. So anyways, that one is called Confetti Cake. And the one that I'm dying to tell you guys about this one, this is amazing. So Untamed has come out with 2 new fragrances. I love Untamed. I can easily say she's probably my favorite perfume, like indie perfume house. These are like niche fragrances. I feel like one of the niche fragrance websites need to pick her up, like Lucky Scent, because these are incredible. So anyway, she so graciously sent over the 2 new fragrances that she released. And you guys, I cannot even tell you how amazing both of them are. This one, I love them both. This one though, right here, this one is called My Greek Lover. I got these in the mail on Friday. I wore this one, I gave this one a good wear test yesterday. These are beasts. You never have to reapply these. I could still smell this when I woke up this morning, and I applied it at like 10 o'clock yesterday morning. So, oh my gosh. This fragrance right here, I'm gonna tell you what the notes are in it. So this fragrance right here, this is like citruses in the top. It's got a green grape note in it. It's got fig, it's got some white florals, jasmine, orange blossom. It's got some woodsy notes, cypress, pine. It's got her beloved Greek mastic in it. Not quite as much Greek mastic as is in Mevlana, but just enough that you can smell it hanging out there in the background, smelling incredible, smelling fresh, smelling super unique like it does. And then it's got some musks in it. So after I sprayed this on, I was sitting there thinking that it was reminding me of something. It doesn't smell like anything I've ever smelled before. It's definitely a creation of its own. I was getting the same feeling that I feel when I wear another perfume. It took me a little while to figure it out, but it reminds me a little bit of, and it doesn't smell like, but it reminds me a little bit of Pure Poison from Dior. That's the closest thing that I can tell you that it kind of smells like. This is a million times better than Pure Poison though. It's much more complex than Pure Poison. It's warmer than Pure Poison, but it does share some similar notes. But this is just, of course, it's like Pure Poison, but a niche version, like a niche, higher quality, more complex, like better version. It's incredible, you guys, incredible. It's one of those perfumes that after I got it and I sprayed it on my hand, this one to me is the way that I was with Mevlana, where it was like all I wanted to wear for, I think I wore it every single day for like 2 weeks straight. It was all I wanted to wear. My nose was addicted to it and obsessed with it, and I couldn't stop. That's how I'm gonna be with this perfume, because every day I'm like, what perfume do I wanna wear? And this is what I wanna wear. I'm like, I wanna wear Greek Lover. It's amazing. But anyways, I'm gonna do a whole video about the 2 new fragrances that she sent over, plus another really, really special one that she sent. And I'm gonna go over the entire line again because they just deserve it. They're amazing. So anyways, yeah, I wore this one yesterday to my mom's house. It lasted me all day. It's a beast of a fragrance. Spray it on and you're good for the entire day. I could still smell it when I woke up this morning. Amazing, just amazing. So anyways, that is Untamed, my Greek Lover. So anyways, guys, those are all of the perfumes that I wore last week. I do hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.